playing this
Oh,
week.
shit.
I'm just focusing.
If we can get her to lift her hat just a little bit so we can see her eyes,
Oh,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Eyes, right?
You know,
She come in incognito.
we need the eyes. We need the eyes.
All right, you
She
guys.
comes in incognito. But we appreciate it, though. We appreciate you being in the building. Lady
You're
Lyric is
welcome.
here tonight, y'all.
Anytime.
Yes,
This is episode 6.
This is episode 6 of
Yeah.
UTSL Network. We
Yeah.
deep in. And the fact of the matter is that we're almost up to the end of the year.
I
So
know.
we can count to 6, but after the 6th show, I think 2 weeks from now, I think we're gonna be having I think I'm gonna do like a Christmas party show. Where I'm gonna try to invite, I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna try to invite some of the guests that already came to the show
Nice.
so we can celebrate and enjoy ourselves and stuff like that.
We already said that we were going to bring Shorty back with the guitar.
Oh yeah,
Danae?
yes. Danae is supposed to be
Yeah.
coming back definitely. And we still waiting for
Use that.
All
my
right.
brother Jay to come through also. So we got that lined up. We got a lot of stuff lined up. Anyway,
Good deal.
we got a lot of
What's
stuff.
in your cup? Because last episode,
Well, in my cup is the same thing that's in yours, but just a little bit sparkly. I got some 7-Up in there.
as long as you're mixing with
Well,
something.
remember, last week it had nothing to do with the tequila. I'm standing on that. I'm
Yo.
really standing on it.
I watched that show back.
I'm standing on it.
I watched that show back.
And it was
That was amazing.
It was intense. It was super
That was
intense.
the first show that I recorded in its entirety.
Uh-huh.
So like an hour, right?
The Christmas colors on the nails too.
Thank you.
Can y'all see this? Can y'all see? She's in the camera. Y'all
Yeah.
can see this.
Yeah.
Finally, she's in the camera too, guys. She is in the camera.
I lifted my hat up a little bit. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
TP had to switch the cameras around too,
Yes.
because sometimes when you sat on that side, your back would be to the camera.
Okay.
And you notice I don't have my camera up tonight, so
Okay.
but we had the cameras kind of
Well, we
situated a little
here,
bit better
see.
because we becoming stars. Like people really want to see us.
Mm.
They really want to see who's hosting UTSL Network. We are new to the Gynesis Radio family, but not new to the area and not new to the people who are here. So I've been getting a lot of requests for strategy. If you want a radio show, how come I don't never see you? People, please make sure that you go to the publication. It's called Facebook. I'm joking. I'm just joking.
You could download the app.
And you can
I mean-
download, you can actually go to Facebook and watch the show live when TP goes live, because you can follow the link from when TP goes live.
Okay.
Or you could actually download the link. If you download the link, you can listen to it on your smartphone. You can also listen to it on your Android phone. Any of the apps that you need, any of the phones that you actually use, you can actually download the app in the Google Play Store, and you can listen to UTSL Network every Thursday night from 6 to 8 p.m. on your phone. You can actually listen to it on your phone. I plug it into my television, and what I do is I screen it, or
You stream it?
like I stream it on my television.
Oh, that's
But I
dope.
only watch myself on the big 60-inch screen when I get home. My wife is like, "Get out, turn that off. I'm going upstairs. I'm plugging the fire stick." But I want to watch myself on TV sometimes too. I don't always get to see myself. They say a giant can't see itself in the mirror, so sometimes I have to step back sometimes to be able to watch myself.
Heard you.
But I really, really concur. Again, I say again, I will agree. That last week was definitely a great show.
That was dope.
And we actually got a chance to go to
We went up there.
Exclusive. We went to
We did.
Exclusive Studios on Friday night. Lady Lyric came outside. She was outside.
I was
TV.
outside. I went shopping right before.
She was
It was so much
outside
fun.
on Friday night.
I was.
We definitely had a good time at Pocono Selfie, aka Pocono Selfie
Expression
and
Studios, yeah.
And we had the owner, his wife, Jay and
Esther.
Esther. They were both here last week, so that was dope. Got a lot of publicity for them too. They're moving up there. They're super moving. Like I said, we got the Christmas party going on, the ugly sweater party going on
December
17th.
17th.
Yep, and then we'll be back up there for New Year's.
Is that the same night as the ugly girl party?
Well, I'm not
You say you
sure.
was gonna bring the hideous
I'm not
sweater.
sure. That was the night you're supposed to wear the ugly girl on your sweater.
That's right. I'm bringing hideous with me.
Yeah.
I'm bringing hideous with me.
As you should.
So our previous guest said that they were gonna have an ugly sweater. So TP gonna say, "Oh, well, does it count if I saw this hideous girl? Like if I put her face on a sweater?" So he got a plan.
Is it? Listen, we get ready to create a name for TP as a third co-host. You have to give him like a name or something like that.
Nice
'Cause we
TP.
want to give him TP on a different show. We want to make him enlightened here. We want to call him the Buddha or something like that. We maybe call
I
him
like
the
it.
Buddha.
He's like the man behind the screen.
Right,
like
right.
at first.
I like my real name, Fat Boy
Exactly. I
Fresh.
like it. Fat Boy Fresh.
Fat Boy
so that's
Fresh.
what we're calling it. On UTSL Network, his name is Fat Boy Fresh.
Fat Boy Fresh.
All right, because Fat Boys are back. They are back.
You
Fat
better
Boy
know.
Fresh.
He's skinny now, but he's
Didn't
Fat
Fred
Boy.
have something?
I ain't
to do
never
with
been
Fat Boy
skinny.
Fresh?
Sure did. Fresh sure did.
And also, this just in, we're gonna do something. You know, we were talking about at Expression Studios having that open mic, and
Yeah.
so I said, you know, I'm not gonna associate my name. I love the idea of an open mic. However, I want these artists to put their best foot forward. So I'm gonna present it like an artist showcase.
Absolutely.
So it's gonna be an artist showcase the weekend before Valentine's Day.
Nice.
So the theme, you know, I presented it to Esther, and she's like, "Yo, let's do it for the love of hip hop and R&B."
Oh,
So that way, yay!
Yes.
I'm
It'll
so
be like
excited
love,
for that.
Love and hip hop and R&B. Yes.
So with
yes.
your girls truly, and
Yes.
we'll be up there.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Well,
That's gonna be super
You know what'd
cool.
be dope too? If we get a house band and have a live band.
What?
That'd be dope.
You know
If
what
we
I'm
did,
saying?
I'd be singing all the time.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that-
See,
Oh
see,
my gosh.
see, that's what make it dope, because you always got to take it to the next level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
A
They're
live
not
band
used to
in
nothing like
there.
that here. So let's get a house band, have a band put
Oh my
together.
God.
You know what I mean?
Sounds good.
That'd be fire.
Sounds like
We have space.
Sounds like TP's getting us all like kind of like he's getting us revved up for unity in the community.
Oh,
So-
absolutely.
So we get revved up for that also. So artists, if you're paying attention tonight, because I know a lot of times people miss, they don't actually pay attention to some of the stuff that we say on the radio
Right.
because you got other stuff going on. I can get it, but I just want to make sure that everybody does know that unity in the community is coming up. It is August the 23rd. That's
26.
26. August the 26th is coming up. 2023. Artists that want to get involved. I'm saying artists that want to get involved. Food truck vendors, medical associates, anybody that wants to get involved with the Unity and Community event, please tap in now. Don't wait until 2023 and then say, "Oh, nobody ain't told me. I didn't know about the Unity and Community because ain't nobody tell me." Don't do that. We out here in East Stroudsburg. We trying to put everything together, make some connection with everybody.
And what's crazy about
It
it,
was so together. He put connect and
we-
together. In the
we
same
gonna have 2 sound stages.
Yes.
Hey,
gonna
Last
have-
time
we-
last time
we-
we had one.
We're
Right?
gonna have one stage on one end of the park. We're gonna have another stage on the other end of the park.
Crazy.
Park so big, and then we're gonna have 2 DJs set up.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? So
That's
Last time we had
awesome.
about.
it's gonna be crazy.
Last time we had 5 deep. What we had? Rud, me.
About 5 or 6 different
we had like
DJs.
5 or 6 different DJs last time. Yeah, it's crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Get ready for unity in the community, please, people. I'm telling you. Make sure you tap in.
We're telling you almost a year in
Yes.
advance, y'all.
Yes, we have it already on Facebook. There's a Facebook group already started for unity in the community. Make sure that you add yourself in. Make sure you tag a friend and tell a friend that we have this event going on. It's going to
You
be for
better
East
know it.
Stroudsburg people.
It's for everybody.
We calling everybody.
You know what though? Let me tell you something. What most people don't realize when you're promoting an event, right? It really takes a year to have a successful event.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So people think that tours and shows that pop up in all these big venues, all that stuff's planned a year in advance.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so
Sometimes
to properly
2-3 years in advance.
to properly market and promote it, to get the reach that you need to get, you need a minimum of a year to have a successful event.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Anything that flops is because they try to do it in 3 or 4 months.
Mhm.
But that's my 2 cents, and y'all keep the change.
Yeah, that's right. Keep the change, baby. Keep the change. Yeah. So make sure you get ready for unity in the community. We always try to keep y'all up on the things that are going on out here in Stroudsburg, things that are going on, period. Try to keep y'all in the loop of what's going on so y'all can't say that DJ strategy, why you ain't tell me? You ain't tell me you was doing an event like that. I ain't know. And Lady Lyric, she ain't tell me neither. And y'all got a radio show. Y'all don't tell nobody nothing. Yes, we do. We talk a lot up here.
We just told you December, January, February, August. We've been showing you how to get a grant for your small business. We've been showing you where to go to get your selfies right.
That's
We've
right.
been telling you where to go to get custom drip. We've been
Yep.
telling you, we've been
Take
letting you
them to
hear
the
new
best
music,
restaurants, right? The best restaurants.
the private
new
chefs.
music.
We've been doing it.
OMG.
Yeah.
OMG. I got a call, and I'll talk to you about this later. I got a
Okay.
call today to DJ at one of my favorite spots in East Stroudsburg. And I ain't even telling nobody yet. I ain't saying shh. Yeah. what TP say, make sure you get the contract first.
Yeah, you can't jinx it. Yeah.
But I do have some phenomenal news. I think I'll announce it next week. I'll announce it for next week's show.
Sure, I'm
It's
excited.
coming for the first of the year, so we'll get ready for that. We got another showcase coming up in January. Also, I think I'm going to be doing along with Official, and I'm gonna start bringing some more of my artist friends, closer to the proximity of East Stroudsburg, because we got a stage, we got a venue now, we got places that people can perform. So, with that being said, and without further ado, tonight's guest, I think we go maybe like 16, maybe 15 years, about 15 years back when I first started UTSL, the network radio show in New York City. And I believe I was on Street Market Radio then. We had the pink walls behind us, y'all. We had the pink and the black behind us.
I think the black. I'm not sure
I think
about
we had
the
the-
pink.
I
I
think we had
remember the street thing you just
Right,
said.
yeah,
the street.
Yeah, because we was on
Yeah.
30. We was in Midtown Manhattan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yes, that's what it was. And we was in Midtown Manhattan, and that was the first time we came to the radio show. Some crazy music. I really thought this dude was like, he walked with his own smoke machines at one time.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
He walks with his own smoke machines. I gotta give you a good introduction because I've been watching Nori a lot now. Let me stop. But 15 years in the game that I know of personally, as a personal friend and of course family member. Because everybody that comes to the show, they gotta be related some type of way. We call them family members anyway. We like to keep it Puerto Rican here.
Facts.
Family member, definitely. I got a chance to DJ for his wedding, his nuptials. Beautiful wedding with the family. And we was right in the midst of COVID at that time. We were still masked up and we still did the damn thing. And we rocked out with our socks out. And we had a phenomenal event. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my brother, my family member, Yasin Bey is in the building.
Why you saying Bay? You keep putting the Bay in it. See, that's the third time you did it.
That's the third time I did it, too,
No,
right?
ain't no Bay on it.
And there's no Bay on it.
No.
Okay.
That's most deaf.
And you know
Right,
what?
that's
You know
right.
what?
It's just-
See, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
See,
why it's
see?
natural for you. When you say
Yeah,
Yasin, you say
it's
Yasin,
natural.
right? It's
Nah, Yasin.
natural. That's
Yasin.
why.
That was Yasin before Yasin
Yes,
decided
it
to be
was.
Yasin.
That is
You know what I
true.
mean?
That is true.
Yes,
Let's
it.
go actual factual and let's go correction.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yasin.
That's it.
Yasin.
Too soon.
Also known as OG Yaya.
You
That's
already
right.
know.
OG
Oh,
Yaya.
yeah. That
Round
sounds
of
like
applause.
something that you might want to weigh out.
Yeah, round of
and, you know.
applause. I told you.
Let me
the
get
guy
that OG
come-
Yaya.
I told you the guy comes with his own smoke machine.
Yeah, listen.
That's what it is.
That's what it's going after that. After
Gotcha.
Yasin, we going there.
Yes,
OG Yaya.
yes,
That's
yes.
the preview to the future.
Yes,
Is
absolutely.
that an alter ego too? Like,
Mhm.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Welcome to the building, my brother, my family member.
Welcome.
It's good to see you again.
Appreciate
Definitely
it, man.
good to see you
Appreciate
again.
it, man.
Anything that I could tell them about you will probably be easier for me to do. But when we do interviews, a lot of times I'll know mostly about the guest, and I'll talk. So what I want to do is I want you to introduce yourself to the fans, let them know who you are, and then we'll start from there.
Okay. Well, it's Yasin, not Bay. You know what I mean? AKA OG Yaya. You can check me out on Instagram at OG_YAYA. I'm an artist, a writer, a producer, a fashion designer. Well, y'all can see on the cameras, I got my own brand on as we speak right now. Monster Life. So you can check that out, monsterlife.com. You can get all your apparel there for men, women, and children. It gets mailed directly to your home. If you need anything customized, you can hit me directly at Instagram, and I have the Monster Life Instagram as well. But more so, I started out as an artist, but now as time has gone on, I've got to more of the business world, more entrepreneurship and things of that nature. But it's always the music first. We working out of Jersey, but we out here in PA now. We got the posh hemp going on. We got all the CBD strands. We got the edibles. We got everything for your medical needs. We got vapes, all of that. You go to the Posh Hemp site, poshhempllc.com. And my 5-year-old son has his own clothing line for children called Brilliant. He's already an owner, has his own LLC, his own EIN number. We set him up. So that's brilliantlegendjalon.com. Jalon, Jalon. You can get children's clothes for your children, and it's all the official drip, like the stuff you like to wear, but for kids, like the dyed jeans with the rips, all the fly stuff you like. You can put it on your babies. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
But yeah, more so, man, just brand building, man, just growing, man,
Nice.
just trying to change the narrative of our families. You know what I mean? Break these generational curses, build generational wealth, and just create longevity and try to, change the narrative of what we've usually been dealing with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What we normally see from what we consider quote unquote a hip hop artist. And I think that's the thing that kind of distinguished you between a lot of the artists that I worked with in the beginning of my radio show career. I had the opportunity to meet you at like the ground floor, like you were just starting off, and so many of the ideas and the premonitions and thoughts that you had back then, now seeing them coming into fruition and seeing now you the grown, y'all said you the grown OG Yaya to this point now, the development musically as well as musically as well as just development, just finding your skin to get in. I just go to your Instagram and I get a chance to see your products and the goods and stuff that you have up there and things that you're doing. So it's exciting to me, knowing that I have friends or family members who've been in the industry this long and have decided to take other ways of finding out other ways of how to express themselves creatively.
Exactly. That's exactly it, right?
Yeah, and then just tapping into your resources, tapping into who you are, because a lot of times when we get into this industry, we let the industry determine us and what our capabilities or what our future may entail or what it may be. But you always had an insight though, y'all. You always had an insight of where you was going and what you wanted to do with your music, and you always wanted to reach in a different direction. And every song that you had didn't necessarily have to be about something in particular. It was always a diaspora of what you would talk about in all your music. So even back then, you had the content and you had the creativity. Now, like even listening to some of the joints now, like the voice is developed even better.
Yeah, I'm happy you noticed that. I love my voice now.
Listen,
I listen to the old music, I'm like, yo, I sound like a baby.
Listen,
yo.
the
I love my voice now.
dexterity in the voice, the cadence in the voice, everything is developed so much more to a talented individual that now that we have like the finished product now. We have the finished product, and it's good to see that you never ever stop.
Never.
Like you never ever stopped. We'd be on conversational calls. I remember, just to share this with everybody, I remember when my mom passed and I called you. I said, we built over the phone the whole time, and he kind of like made me feel a little bit better. He not feel better, but I think the conversation that we had was about transition. And my understanding of transition is a little bit different from other people's, because we believe that energy flows from one being to the next, from one conduit to the other. But that energy never leaves. It's constant here, but it makes itself relevant in different entities. I hope I didn't make that too complicated, but the expression of the idea is that that person who you lost is still here in an honorable mention, but in a different degree.
Different state of consciousness.
Different state of consciousness, different degree, as we call it in our supreme mathematics and algebra. They're on a different degree now. So it doesn't mean that they're no longer here. In the physical presence, they're no longer here, but in the mental, metaphysical, all those other things, they're here. And we had a discussion at that time, and we was also discussing some other things at that time, but I can remember that clearly, and having that conversation with you. Now, into the music thing. Let's go back into the music.
Okay.
Some of your influences in music. Who are some of your influences?
Oh my God. That's no difficult.
Well, I mean, you can give me
a ballpark.
You
want to know rap? Well, we just
I,
talking about rap, because you got to understand, I go beyond just rap or hip hop. Okay.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah. I go beyond rap or hip hop. You know what I mean? I grew up in the house with, Pops.
Right.
Playing the Whispers and all that.
See, there we go.
That is part of the inspiration.
Yeah, of course it is.
Let's start there first.
Okay.
What was in the household?
In the household, the Whispers, Blue Magic, Always and Forever was my mom and dad's wedding song.
Heat wave, right?
That was their wedding song.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That song always had like a special spot with us. You feel me? Oh man, Osborne.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Peebo Osborne, Peebo Bryson.
Okay.
Peebo
Bryson. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Jeffrey Osborne. Yeah.
Jeffrey Osborne,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Uh-huh.
Everything you could think of. But coming into hip hop, I'll tell you like this. This is the question I always ask people. I said, what is the first hip hop video you remember ever seeing?
That's a good question.
Mine was Run DMC Tricky.
Oh, wow.
And then I watched Thundercats after.
Wow.
You feel me?
That's-
So Tricky was the first hip hop video I saw. You know what I'm saying?
Because we get into that conversation. We get into that conversation a lot of time. Me being from Queens, you being originally from Jersey. How is it that a kid from Jersey could pick up on Run DMC to be one of the biggest influences? Even though I know because of the fact that they were so dominant in hip hop at that time. But was that like one of the biggest influences, like Run DMC?
That was somewhat of the start for me. That was the start for me. My biggest influences I actually got to meet because I sent you the song I did with Raekwon.
Yes.
So Ray and Ghost, when I was getting into my earlier teen years, actually writing was probably my biggest influence because I could listen to Ray and Ghost and then just go start writing. You know what I'm saying? But prior to that, come on, man, X-Clan.
Yes.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, to me, G-Rap is like the godfather of all of this, especially from a street aspect.
Yeah.
He's basically like Just Ice too, but
Right.
Cool G-Rap when it comes to lyricism. They said when Pun met him, he literally got on one knee and kissed his hand.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Big shout to G. Big shout to G.
Yeah,
He's
you know
here too. He's in the Poconos.
Oh yeah,
He actually lives up here in East Stroudsburg.
Okay,
Yep. Along with
I heard
him as well.
I heard was Cormega out here too?
Mega is out here also.
Okay.
You know strategy. You know I got the loop. I got
Yeah.
the loop. I know where they at, but I can't. I got the connection.
But
And you know what? Also, because actually, I think next week, as a matter of
I
fact,
know
not to
that
cut
the
you
next
off,
one knows more.
right? But not to cut you off, but next week, super producer Jit will be here. He produced for Sean Price. He produced for that whole Black Moon and everybody. Like, super incredible. But he's the one that actually kind of like we drove through those hoods out here in East Stroudsburg, and I saw some of the houses. I actually got a chance to dap it up with Mega because Mega did a song with my son, with my nephew Troy Slugs back when Slugs first started his career. Back when we was with Body G Entertainment, and we did a song with him with Mega. But that's definitely one of the dopest artists out of Queens too. But that's just funny. Like I said, it's funny because a lot of New Jersey guys. That's why I asked you that question. A lot of my brothers from New Jersey, their influence in hip hop, for some reason, it comes from Queens. I don't know why, but it seems like it comes
Queens
from
and Brooklyn, because Brooklyn had the heavy hitters like Kane. Come
Right.
on, man.
Right.
You feel me? Definitely Kane. Like that whole era, you know what I'm saying? And then you got to understand, I come from a musical family. All my brothers spit,
Right.
like all of them. And my oldest brother who passed away, R.I.P. number 9, he started it all off for all of us. Like he got songs with Bun B. He was on the verge of getting signed. He took his video and used the treatment for his video for a Cypress Hill video. They literally robbed him for it.
Wow.
He originally had Artifacts, other side of the tracks, beat before them and actually recorded the song and had it out before them.
That's crazy.
But they had the better connects at the time.
connects.
R.I.P. 10-1. You know what I'm saying? So he was a big influence on us. Hearing him do music kind of catapulted all of us. But even my little brother rapped before me. I was the last one.
Nice.
I was the last one to start, and probably the only one still pushing the envelope to this day.
And to see you keep going, like I said earlier, to see you keep going is an inspiration not only to me but to some of the other artists who contacted me the other day. I think he was on the same show together. I think I interviewed you first, and then after that, what was that young brother's name? He just contacted me the other day, Spanish brother out of Jersey. Oh man. Oh, I'm gonna think about it when we come back. But he contacted me the other day, and he asked, "Yo, how's y'all doing? Like, when the last time we seen y'all?" I said, when the last time we seen you? Like, guys, man.
Nah, we in too.
Yeah, like, whoa, like, when the last time we seen you? But I can't remember his name.
We both wound up in PA. That's crazy.
That's the dope thing. And Lady Lyric also too. She's here too. So, and that goes back. Lady Lyric goes back to my days with back when we was in New York City, when we was
Okay.
doing all the showcases with AD the General, and back then we was doing like the big time showcases in New York City. So it's just funny that we meet in the same places all
Yes.
over again, you know. And it's a blessing to have people like that around you, because now I have a reliable source that I can, you know, basically, you know, connect with that's on the same level. I don't have to, you know, she could do an Angela Yee easy. You
That's
know,
right.
with no problem at all.
That's
So,
what I call it when I leave the
Nah,
house.
she came in here and jumped right in
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it was
yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
I was like,
I turned
okay.
it out. In the beginning, I used to come stupid early, right? And just, you know, listen to the traffic jam with y'all. But now I'm like, all right, I'm going to pull up, let him bust a sweat from the traffic jam. For y'all who's not watching the visual, wait for the edit.
yeah, yeah. You
He's
gotta
really
see the sweat.
sweating. He's putting
Gotta
in
see the sweat.
sweat and tears and,
Yeah,
you
telling
know,
you.
all that love. And
Doing
then
my-
I'm like, you know, if I pull up 6:45-ish, and, you know, me and Strat had talks off air, you know, about the chemistry in respect to the fact that I don't know who our guests are, but I love it that way.
Yeah.
Because each week, like right now, like you make fun of me because I'm like a lazy lima being like all these jobs, right? So I'm in between 2 jobs right now,
16.
squeezing this in right now.
Yes.
Like I have
Hustle,
work
hustle.
to go. Yeah, like I'm not taking no days off until like January.
Right.
But anyway, but my point is, it's always a pleasure to see who we meeting now, and I try to have that. Maybe Angela Yee has her research and stuff, but I try to give the questions like people who don't know. Like I'm the listener for the first time. You know what I'm saying? So it's great.
And it just,
Laugh,
it's
and just
ironic.
real shit. If there's nothing to say, I'm not.
But
I don't say
the
nothing.
irony of it all is that that when you are here, it's like you are able to tap into the guests, even from the standpoint of just being next to them. That because I think people are just like their energy. You know,
Right.
if somebody sits next to you and they feel your energy is
Right.
off, you know, they might stray away a little bit. But you know,
No,
I
I mean that's
noticed-
one big compliment I
Right,
think
right.
I get.
right,
You know, like my aura, my energy,
right.
you
You
know,
see
and I
it.
don't bring
See
it
it.
out for everybody, you know what I'm saying? I am a star.
Right.
But to sit next to you,
right, right.
let's not get it
that was a
twisted.
humble way to do
I am a
it.
star. Let's not get confused.
Right, right.
You know, but this is a commitment, you know, and it's a dedicated, you know, slot where, you know, you make time for what you want to make time for, you know what I'm saying? So I love the evolution. I love what he said about his child having an EIN and an LLC and having his business set up. Like for any adult that's listening, it's okay. Like if you don't have that, but just don't stay stuck for too long. Like let that child's business be an inspiration for, if you're not ready to do it for you and you have a child, why don't you start with the baby first then? You know, let it break a curse. What's the worst thing that could happen? You'd be in the same boat, and we've given you a way that you can contact, you know, what-
EEC, right? We got
exactly,
ECCR,
love that. Yeah,
You got ECCR, which is the financial literacy group.
yes,
You got Shayna. You got different
Yes.
outlets, and like I said, I'm just going to bring everybody back through. I think I'm going to bring everybody back through just so that they can see, you know, the conglomerate that we have. Because a lot of times people see one star. But you know, if you put a lot of stars up in the sky, it creates a universe. So what I want to try to do is I want to create that universe around us, that we have different stars that are
Yes.
aligned with what we're trying to accomplish and what we're
Yes.
trying to do. So back to Yasser and back to my brother. We just chopping it up with you tonight and just, you know, bonding with you again. It's like I haven't seen you in so long. It's almost like we're doing an interview, but it's almost like a family reunion.
Like a
You know,
reunion, interview
you know what I mean?
reunion,
An interview reunion.
and a reunion.
And I don't, right? That's right. That's what we'll call it.
a reunion too.
Yes, sir, definitely. And I know a lot of people are interested in getting to some of your music, but like we
I
already
wanna
talked
hear.
about your influences in music. I want to know, like, just your. I'm not gonna say too super duper in depth, but I do want to know what is your opinion. And I say opinion, you know, because I'm giving you your opportunity to make your own opinion. What is your opinion about the hip hop industry as it stands now?
I knew this question was coming. I was trying to prepare for it, but I'm not gonna, you know, put it too premeditated. I'm gonna say one or two things. There's pros and cons to everything. The thing I like about the state of hip hop right now is the ability of independence. Independence is at its greatest point that it's ever been right now. But the thing I don't like is I think the internet helped and hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
because in the past, it wasn't a big club. It was like the elite, and you had to pass through those gates to get there. Now it's just so spread out, and just anybody jumping out anywhere. It's hard to eliminate. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to. It's like needles. Yeah, needles in the haystack.
Right.
And talent is suffering while business is booming. Talent is suffering because they say, "Oh, it ain't all about talent." But can the music at least be good?
That's true.
Like even when I'm dealing with some of these younger artists I'm dealing with now, not to get off subject, but we got a show coming up in McAdoo, December.
Yeah, I did see that. I think
December 30th at the Strand Roller Rink from 6 to 4. $10 at the door. Come through, show some love. Even some of the younger artists I'm seeing, they're actually molding themselves after your NBA young boys, your NEL choppers, your Polo G's, and things of that nature. We weren't allowed to do that.
Right. We could do that.
And you would get slayed, bro.
Yes.
Like you might get jumped afterwards for
Yeah.
even sounding like somebody else. So I see where it's grown and I see where it's being hindered. And I'm not going to knock anything because I know, hip hop is at a certain age. It's just like a person. It's going through its transitions and its growth. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, I feel like this door is swinging back around because a lot of stuff is coming, man.
I feel that too.
It's popping out. And shout out to Nas, man. This King Disease, man.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
Shout out to Eloose.
Yes.
Who got his Grammy on that?
Yes.
Shout out to Nas.
Lyrics never die. Good music never dies. Talent never dies. It never dies. Get your business straight, but focus on the craft because you got guys who don't even write. They just sit there. Yeah. Hold up. Run it back. And I'm gonna do the next bar. Yeah. And what are you putting into it?
All the ad-libs.
It's hilarious because you saw it. I just posted today. I posted on my Instagram stories where the guy was doing a rapping laugh. Now he literally, what he did do the whole song is he just laughed. Ha 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 ha. I'm like, I'm not even kidding, but it was a rap song. So that's the reason why I kind of asked you, like, how do you feel about it? And I understand, like you said, it's different facets of the music. It's different areas that the music is going into.
It's so, not the, I didn't mean
right. No, you're good.
It's so many outlets now. It's so much information out there. There's so many ways to tap into the information. Stuff that they kept from you before, you can easily find out now because you have to understand there are people who capitalize off your ignorance.
Absolutely.
There are people who make whole hustles, grinds, and money off of your lack of knowledge. So you gotta learn what's going on just to protect yourself. You know what I mean? Because now everybody got a scheme for you. They come into your Instagram. Oh man, you're great. You got so much potential. So where you from? I'll tell you where you're from. All right. Yeah, we got this mixtape going right here. Yep. You can pay right here to get right on it. Like
$1,200. You can get on the mixtape.
It's all a hustle. You know what I'm saying? But get your business straight and master your craft, Master your craft. And make sure you got good people around you. No yes man. Somebody who keep telling you yes all the time, either you just crazy fire or they just crazy dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like
they don't want to see you. They probably don't want to see you go nowhere.
Have somebody be honest with you.
Right.
Like, yo, bro, you
need to work on
you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like that's why I like to listen to people who actually do it. Like being around different legends. Like you know what I mean? I did tracks with Capone. The joints with Ray. I got a collab I did in the past with Young Noble from the Outlaws.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And just moving around and just going through the growth process and dealing with different people. You know what I mean? You know who the good ones are. And they're gonna drop a gem on you, man. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna take that time out to spend that time with you. Just
and energy don't lie. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, man, just we gotta deal with how it is and just keep pushing because now we have the ability to change things. Right. Now is a time of change because this little beast that's over us is hurting. It's going to fall eventually because people starting to actually stand up. Our independence is how we take the culture back from the people who don't know about the culture, but they're capitalizing off of it and making money off of it and making money off of you. You can actually take your power back. We're in a position to take our power back.
Yeah, and at one particular time, as hip hop artists or even a genre in itself, hip hop music, DJs, whatever. We were considered as being the outcasts at one particular time.
Yeah.
Now we are the incast. We are the sound that's being coagulated with commercials being coagulated with movies and all kinds of other.
Recreate.
Yeah, now it's to the point now y'all want to use hip hop and everything. I was watching a damn Kellogg's commercial the other day with Frosted Flakes, and he was rapping. Like, why don't But what do they call up Yasin, or do they call up a rapper or artist to do those songs? I'm figuring that they do. They have to call somebody within the industry. But like I said, at one particular time, it wasn't that much of a coagulant with us as far as music is concerned. We were like the Bastards, we were like the Outcasts, and now we've become, the top notch. I mean, every song now that you see is somehow dwindled in with hip hop, or dwindled in with a hip hop beat or hip hop production and stuff like that. And even hip hop is now, they're realizing that they have to go back into R&B to tap into some of the R&B just to make their sound a little bit more familiar. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and get into, I got 3 joints here, and I picked these joints all out myself. Y'all send me because, like I said, we family, close family. So he sent me about, I think it was 15 joints.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. It's just when a DJ asks me for music, I'm like, what do I
see?
do?
But you got to remember, you are of a selective few. See, now, if I would ask another artist, send me a couple of songs for the show, they're going to send me 1 joint or 2 joints. Y'all sends me more than 1 joint because he's figuring to himself, I know strategy. Strategy going to either put this on the mixtape, strategy either going to play this somewhere, or strategy going to put this in the loop. So whatever joints he got, I know he got them. And then, let's just say, if I do a show somewhere, and strategy's there, he got all my music. See, that's an art. Artiste. It's artiste to it. It's a level of artistry to it. So as us being musicians, we stick together. So with that being said, we got to get into these joints right here. Now, the first, I'm going straight in. Oil and vinegar. Tell me a little bit about this. Just a little bit about this.
Okay, because
the concept is what it is.
I'm picky when it comes to beats, yo. I'm picky when it comes to beats.
You pick all your beats?
Most of the time. I've been kicking it with the youngins lately, and they've been having me doing stuff I usually don't do, but I be bodying their stuff.
Okay.
I be bodying their stuff. I be like, yo, this is what y'all do. This is easy. I be bodying them. And it's like, some of the beats do be hot, but when it comes to the production I like, I'm very, very picky. But this producer, Buck Roll Beats, he been working with Millie's, Jada, Meek Mills, and them. He from overseas. I go to him like on the side sometimes, and I cop tracks from him. Just, just because he has a sound that I like. But this particular joint right here, I don't know, man. As soon as I heard the beat, it was easy. The hook came, you know how it is.
Super banger.
When it's right,
just hear it.
It's there. It is, and there's no effort. It's no work.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what this
Natural.
was. No work.
So without further ado, let's get into this joint right here. It's called Oil and Vinegar, and it's by my man Yasin. And this is an exclusive right here on YouTube.
Nobody's ever heard it.
Nobody has ever heard this joint. And I got more joints from him that nobody's ever heard.
You got them first.
And remember, because this is the cycle of the show. Because remember, like I said, this is our 6th show. So once we get into the end of the year, the first of the year, that's when I get a chance to come back and regroup and get the new computer and the laptop working, and then I can start doing, some nice
spicy
stuff,
real
real spicy. Add a little bit of crushed red pepper.
Live acoustic performances.
Add a little crushed red pepper to the seasoning a little bit, make it spicy. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this track right now from Yasin. You want to introduce it real quick?
Yeah, this is my joint, Oil and Vinegar, brought to you first by Under the Street.
That's right, Under the Street.
Right
here.
Already know, DJ Strategy.
Radio.
Let's go.
That's your tag, yeah. That's all.
Indica, eat that. Bullet with your signature. Go to war, pop up in Indica. West side of Greece, I'm a beast, get familiar. Yo, never in the history of nigga. Oil and vinegar, eat that. Bullet with your signature. Go to war, pop up in Indica. West side of Greece, I'm a beast, check your temperature. Nigga, why? Yeah, you poor and your bitch broke. We eating heavy meetings with rich folk. You ain't a hustler cause you flip coke, but your next move like you coming off the 10th stroke. Yo, do that. Results cause, but the dream free. Honey on my wheat toast, ginger in my green tea. Get your egg boiled, no luck, but I'll break a leg for you. Chest remain loyal, that's the game for you. Make them niggas change on you. Hunger, famine, the plague, you